guys? Hello. We are here today with Chi Lopes. Chi, thank you so much for being here and talking with us today.
Yeah, no problem. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, we appreciate it. So you guys, Chi is incredible. She has over 20 plus years experience working in the entertainment industry. She lived in LA for a long time. She did music awards. She did music videos, commercials, TV, film. She's worked with some of the top artists in the world, you guys, Paul McCartney, Justin Timberlake. Pitbull, Neo, Carrie Underwood, Lauren Daigle. The list goes on and on. I know, I know. Yes, yes. She's dancing. I don't know if you guys can see her, but she
Yeah,
was
come
dancing.
on.
Come on, come on. Yes. She's been on the Grammys, the Emmys, the CMAs, the CMT Awards. Like her experience and knowledge is so valuable. So please like take notes as we're talking through this, and she's giving all of her knowledge and advice to you guys. I didn't even get everything. She's worked for Nike, Maybelline, GMC. I mean, like, I'm just gonna let her take it from here. It's so great.
Thanks, Allison. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Just there's so many artists out there who have so many questions, and I feel like, back in our day, we didn't have the resources like kids do now, and this is such a beautiful resource. So really take advantage of it, you guys that are on here and listening to this. Listen to everybody she interviews. You just can't learn enough, and it's such a great resource, and it's free to you. And or if you've signed up for it, like you need this, it's worth it. It's worth whatever you pay to do this because this is what you need. You need knowledge. You need to be prepared. So yeah, my name is Chi Lopes. Everything she just said is true. And I got my start. I went to a commercial entertainment program in college. And right when I turned 18, I moved to LA, just
Yeah,
fresh,
yeah. Hey,
and
girl.
just not knowing anything. Me and my mom had to figure everything out on our own. It was the hard way. So while I've had a lot of success, I had to learn most of it through trial and error and just going through all of those experiences on my own and learning from watching and being in it, which is, I don't recommend that because now you have so many things you can pull from and you can do your research and you can find things like this and people like Allison and people like me to help you get prepared so that you don't just throw yourself into these settings, these audition settings for an agency or for jobs, and you've really never done it before, you've never auditioned, and then it's like what you get one shot for a first impression, especially if you're moving to a big city like New York, Atlanta, LA, if you go overseas, whatever. And if you're not prepared, people can remember that. So you want them to remember you for, you being prepared and showing up and like, well, who's that girl? They kind of want to be like, well, who's that? Instead of like, who's that? Yikes. So I think just me learning the hard way has taught me a lot. And it's led me to why I developed my program, Hollywood Dance Intensive, is just to help dancers that want to be commercial dancers and want to break into the industry. So I think by answering some of these questions that you have, Allison, it's just going to really help the next generation to kind of get a start, wrap their brain around, and get some steps that they could take in the right direction to help them succeed on whatever their career path is.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And you guys, like her story is not unusual. There are tons and tons of performers and dancers. There's like, I'm done with high school, or like I took a year of college, it's not for me. And they moved to these big cities. I mean, I will never forget my first LA audition
Mm.
coming from like more musical theater and like kind of classical training. And I go in and everybody's got their hair down.
Yeah.
And I had my hair back, like, placed back just like it was supposed to be. I was like, oh, hey, okay, I'm gonna take this down. Like,
Or in dance clothes. That's good.
exactly. And like, you don't know what you don't know, right?
Right.
And
Mhm.
so, like you said, I was kind of the same way. I was like, I got to get here and I got to learn. Like, I knew some things, but and you have to be that sponge. You have to just absorb it all and then figure out the game and like pack 3 extra pairs of clothes in your bag
Yeah.
because you get there and the vibe is not what you thought. You're like, cool, can you go to the bathroom and
Yep.
change?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That's being prepared. Again, knowing that ahead of time.
Exactly, right? And again, you don't know what you don't know. So, well, let's dive in.
Okay.
Um, Obviously confidence is a huge part of being successful in the performing arts, world, any part of entertainment. So, Shine, what, in your opinion, what makes a confident performer?
Well, I was thinking about this question because she shot it to me beforehand. And I came up with these really good answers. And then I was like, you know what? It's more simple than this. All of you that are watching can relate. When you are watching somebody perform, do you believe them? It's as simple as that. Are you believing the story that they're portraying, or, the product that they're selling in the background, or the artist that they're on stage with and what the music is saying in the lyrics? If I believe it and I'm invested and I'm like sunk into that, like, whoa, they're amazing, and I just can't stop watching them. If they're captivating and believable, then they're confident, right? They're exuding confidence because obviously they're great at what they do, because I'm believing it and I'm like, I either want to buy that, I want to go see that show, I want to see that person dance again, I want to hire that person. So that's really it for me. Because that's how I'm attracted to dancers that I hire. And even when I was in LA and I used to watch other dancers at auditions, I would be like, what is it about this person? Why does this person always get hired? And I would watch them. I would wait till the end of auditions. I would wait till the very end. Even if I got cut, I would just be like, I'm going to learn. I'm going to see what's going on here. And sometimes they would know the choreographer, and there's relationships and connections that are built, which is also tangent, a very important thing. But it really is confidence. It really is. Sometimes it's not about being the best dancer. Like, everybody's good in LA. So what is going to divide you? What is going to make the most confident people stand out? And it's really like them knowing themselves, knowing their talents, knowing their strengths, and how to exude that, knowing the assignment that's been given. Like, what is the acting that's inside the dancing? What's the character role inside the dance? What are they asking of me? They're asking freestyle. Okay, so they're wanting to see my creativity. So just really like them knowing themselves and how to apply it in the proper setting.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's funny, like this keeps coming up, like your authenticity, right?
Yeah,
You're now like the third person to say this. Like, what's going to set you apart, right? You're like, everyone's talented. They wouldn't be here if they
right.
weren't.
Yeah,
So what's going to make you unforgettable? What's going to make like set you apart and make them watch you as
right.
opposed to somebody else over here in a sparkly sports bra or something, like, right?
Mhm.
Kind of
Yeah.
thing. Let's be honest. Okay, I love that. I love that. Taking it one step further, and you've worked with the best of the best. So like taking that confident performer, okay, I booked the gig, cool. Like what makes them remarkable? What makes them unforgettable?
Yeah, so once dancers like start booking jobs, okay, so these remarkable dancers that are on these tours, in these musicals, in these music videos, movies, TV commercials, whatever it is, whoever you're looking at and going, I want to be like that. They're remarkable. Um, yeah, they're so captivating, but once you get them on a job, we got to get past what makes them captivating in the audition and book the job, which is their talent and their confidence, right? And their believability. So once we get them on the job, are they responsible? Are they kind? Did they do their homework? Are they practicing after rehearsal? Are they showing up and knowing what they're doing? Are they going the extra step and showing up with, makeup, extra wardrobe, undergarments? Are they writing a thank you note and sending it to their agent and the choreographer and the assistants? Are they thanking them after the job? Are they just, it's really like the small things after that. It's a lot of it is being on time,
Oh my gosh, so true.
being on
So
time
true.
and being kind. I mean, those are the things that I remember about other people that I was like, wow, this is why this person works so much. Like the consistent working dancers that I picked up from them. I mean, I learned this from them. I'm not just like, I was just born amazing and could figure it all out, guys. No,
Yeah.
guys, no. I literally watched all of these older dancers and I was like, what are they doing? And they're well respected and they're constantly working. So I was like, let me pick up on what, and that's what it was. It was simple things like kindness, responsibility, appreciation, things that we take for granted that just make you a good human. So after the talent, those are the things you need to adopt.
Absolutely. And you keep going back. I love this. You keep going back to watching.
Mm,
And I talk about this a lot. So often in class, in auditions, like we're doing because we have to, right?
sure.
Until we're made to not, until
Mm,
we get cut, or you don't get the part that you thought you were going to get and you have to understudy somebody, or you have to be a swing and cover multiple roles. Like, and you're forced to sit and watch, or you get injured, God forbid,
Yeah.
right? Like, right. I have never learned so much by having to sit and watch.
Oh, watching is the best teacher.
It's the
It
best
really is.
teacher.
Yeah,
And
flat.
I tell my college students now, I'm like, you guys, if they're sick or injured, they can observe class and still get credit. And I was like, that is a gift. Like, take that and just know you're going to be learning in a different way. And
Yes.
it's crazy what they write on their sheets,
Yeah.
how they watch one person, or I give a, critique to the class, and how they're able to just absorb that differently because they're not physically having to do it.
Right. You pick up on so much more of the psychology behind, just being a person, being a human, and relationships and chemistry and paying attention and teamwork. And you see all of that from the outside perspective of, kind of an unbiased perspective that you get to just sit out and be like, oh, this is what it is. And this is how I look when I'm just standing there like, like
Yes.
things that you don't realize. So yeah, that's such a great teacher. Watching is the best teacher.
And even the interactions like within the rehearsal process, right? Between a director and a choreographer, or a producer and a director,
Yeah.
an artist and the director, like just watching the interactions. Because what if you want to be that person someday? What if you want to be the choreographer
Right.
someday? Cool.
Absolutely.
Like, do you like how that choreographer just talked to that artist? Do you not? Like, did that
Mhm.
artist respond well? Did they not? There's so much to learn. There's so
Yeah,
much.
it's almost like shadowing. Once you're on set or you're on a gig, you can literally just be the quiet person in the corner that is taking notes mentally on everything that's happening, and you picking up on so much and learning so much, and you'll get ahead so much further. You get ahead so much further.
You do. You really do. You really do. And yeah, be on time, guys. Just and be on time means be early. You're there 15 minutes, 10 minutes early
Yeah.
stretching.
Yeah.
Like that's on time.
That.
Oh, yeah. Because we gotta get to work when that when that
Mhm.
hour hits, we gotta get to
I
work.
mean, I still have people that I have hired on jobs that showed up late or had an attitude, and I have not rehired them or will ever hire them again. So again, first impressions, like the first time you're working with somebody, when you're working on any job, yeah, be on time, be early, be kind, be responsible.
Those are so
True.
important,
It's
and
true.
it's so true because you want to be hired again.
Yes. If you
That's
want consistency.
if you
Mhm.
want consistency and that
Longevity.
looks good on your resume. It's like, oh, they worked for this company 3 times, or
Right.
this choreographer 2 or 3. Okay, they must like them.
If you want a lasting career in this business, I mean, yeah, you have to have that. I
Yeah,
agree.
reputation is super important. Absolutely.
Mhm.
So Shai, what advice would you give to performing artists who are really trying to build their confidence?
Yes, I love this question. If you don't hear anything else, I hope that you guys hear this, because there's a lot of dancers that are really desperate and don't know what to do and don't know where to start. And I feel like so many times I can relate to that. Even now, when I'm starting a new business, I'm like, help me, someone.
Yes.
And you have to just get to a place where you kind of humble yourself and find a mentor. Find somebody that can pour into you, or find a program that is, small enough, intimate enough, purposeful enough, that's really going to pour a lot into you as an individual, and not just like training is great and you need to train, but being in some of those big settings where it's like so many people, you're just getting swallowed up and you're really not getting the attention that you need to develop as an artist and develop into a professional, because this is going to be a career for you. It's not just fun and games anymore, like competing or, you know, taking dance class. It's like, no, we actually have to get to the point where I'm making money doing this. So I think the biggest thing for me that I wish I would have had was a mentor. And I just went straight to LA and started training. I wish there would have been a training program out there that could have helped me. Allison, like your program Ignite, that's helping dancers like get ready for New York. I want to go to New York. I want to be in musical theater. I want to go do a cruise ship, or something like me where I have Hollywood Dance Intensive, and we keep it small so that we can intentionally build artists that want to go be commercial dancers, or want to dance behind a touring artist, or want to dance in TV, music videos, commercials, films, all of that stuff. Like, it's so important to have something that is really developing you personally and can see your gifts, see your strengths. Sometimes, like, you don't even see strengths that you have. Sometimes they can be
Mm,
hidden, and like me and you can call them out because we're like, oh,
yeah.
we been there, done that. We see that. I see what you got in that back pocket. Like one of my
Yep.
girls that came through HDI, I just had this feeling she was going to be like this amazing aerial artist. And she had never done it. She went on HDI. We do an aerial class in LA, and she did it. And from that point on, long story short, she's an incredible aerial artist now. And she's like, I never would have gotten into this or known had I not done that. And then another girl, moved out, met this teacher that we went and took, this amazing choreographer who's done everything, all these commercials and music videos, got in with him and is now assisting him out in LA. And then another girl, went on to do a dance team. She went on to do, an NBA dance team. So it's just finding people like Allison, like me, like some of the people that maybe are surrounding you already that have a seasoned background, that are experienced, that have a resume, that can have real talk, real experience to back it up and can kind of direct you in the right path. And oh, go to Atlanta, or oh, here's how I'm going to help you do your resume, or here's what you put on a resume, or just things like that. I think having that, the day-to-day person you can call, you can email, you can sign up for Ignite. You can sign up for HDI. You can, travel to LA. You can travel and do these programs. I think that that's so, so important to train you and really like prepare you for this industry.
Yeah, I love that. And one thing, I mean, specifically, I remember when I was growing up, you didn't take from other teachers. Like you stuck with your studio and the
Sure.
whole convention world wasn't there yet. Like sure we did competitions, but it was just different, right?
Yeah.
And so now get, just you want to be as versatile as possible. Like, right? As a performer, because you're going to want to work. You want to
Yeah.
work, you want to book. And so being able to change styles like on a dime is super important, right? And like Shy brings in all of these amazing different styles of choreographers. I do the same thing with my program, right?
Yeah.
We're working on different styles, and then you're getting in front of a camera and you're getting to shoot a music video and like you're getting that experience. So then when you do book that job, you're
Yeah,
like,
you're not like,
oh, hey,
you freak out on the spot and then you blank and then they're like, we're never hiring her again, because that happens to so many dancers too. And I've seen it in LA. They get on jobs or there's a rotating stage and then all of a sudden they panic because they've never been in these situations to feel the pressure of a camera or,
yes.
reverse this part before you go out on stage. I've had to reverse so many parts. I mean, just things that you can't ever think of when you're a competition dancer that pop up. And oh man, it can throw you off, and it's that first impression again that's just kind of can ruin you if you're not prepared. So take every chance you can get to do stuff like this, to dance on camera, to be, you know, taught by so many different people. Like she said, versatility. Oh man, if I wasn't such a versatile dancer, I wouldn't have the resume that I have. I've done things from point. I've worn a full chicken suit. I've been a Martian. I've been a contortionist. I've danced country line dance. I've done circus acts, Vegas, New York musical, music videos, hip hop. They're really, I don't think there's one type of thing I haven't done. So that should tell you, I mean, there's a lot of work if you're versatile. You can do a
Yes.
lot. You can bounce around to so many different genres, cities, states, that
Yeah.
it's endless when you're versatile. So yes on that, Allison.
Yes, absolutely. And and there's some people out there, it's like, no, I want to be a professional ballerina. That
Sure.
is like my calling. You do you. Like go,
Yeah,
please be
do
do
it.
that. But then, maybe like still also take a jazz class. Because
Indeed.
that will help your ballet, right?
Contemporary, yeah, lyrical,
Yes.
make you
Yeah.
more well-rounded and your vocabulary will be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Okay, Shy. So is there any experience in your life and your career that like really sticks out in you? That what was my question? Hold on. Oh, yeah, this just helped you become more confident. Was there an audition? Was there a job? Was there a certain artist that you were like, holy smokes, I don't know if I can do this, and then you totally did.
Yeah, I was thinking long and hard about this because I do have a lot to pull from, and I have a lot of great moments that stick in my mind. But I want to be really honest and candid with your audience and say it was my training in LA, and it was the years of experience and trial and error that I went through on a daily basis that got me to be more confident. I can't pinpoint it to one situation. And again, just reiterating, if I would have had Hollywood Dance Intensive, Ignite, programs like this to ready myself, I wouldn't have had to spend years failing in certain areas because I would have had people to teach me, mentor me, make me more well-rounded in everyday things like wardrobe. Like like you said at the beginning, what am I supposed to wear to an audition? How am I supposed to pose in a photo shoot? And what pictures am I supposed to take with me? And just simple things that you don't know unless you've gone through some sort of training program or something. So I had to learn all that the hard way. And it was just through all of the missed opportunities in auditioning, in casting, in talking to teachers, taking classes in LA that led me to my success. I mean, it took years, and I wish it could have taken a smaller amount of time. So I really encourage you guys. The biggest confidence boosting thing for you is to get in a real training program, not just go and take classes. Yes, you need to have your skills sharp and you need to know what you're doing as an artist. Like, you need to be good. You need to be great if you want to pursue this as a career. That's obvious. But something like Ignite, something with somebody that's really going to teach you the other stuff that nobody sees back here. Other stuff back here that no one knows about.
Yeah.
That is one of the most important things. And it's going to make you feel so confident because you've done these things with you and with I being on camera, learning
Yeah.
how to do a slate and talk to the camera without being nervous, talking to a dance agency. What is the union? Finding all these things out. You're going to step into an audition knowing what to wear, knowing how to freestyle, knowing to go up to the person and say thank you. You know, all these things that when you just throw yourself out there, you're just kind of like, and then you've got nerves. You're already going to have nerves, but now you have nerves on top of not knowing anything and just being like a fish out of water and just so green in the industry, just like a baby, just help. Here I am, goo goo. Like
Yeah.
when you can have some training and you can have some building before you do that. So do it.
And I'm
Get
going to
it.
speak on this because you guys, as being on the other side of the table, being as you're the choreographer, you're the director, you're the producer,
Mm.
like we have so many other things to focus on you don't even know. So you being able to come in and like already have all those tricks in your bag,
Yeah.
all that knowledge ready to go, and you're just going to make a decision. You're like, this is my intention in this moment. I'm going to be like, amazing, you made a
Yeah.
decision and I don't have to make it for you, right?
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
yeah, you packed 2 pairs of shoes because I don't like those and those totally work. And I didn't have to tell you to do it.
Right.
You're smart. You're being smart. You're prepared. You've got the knowledge, right? And that will set you apart. That
Oh,
will make us remember you and be like, man, remember when I worked that gig with Jessica and she just like knew what was going on and she's talented and she's amazing. Like, yes, I want to book her again, right?
yeah. Being a smart dancer, it makes you so memorable
Yeah.
when you're with it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Amazing. Okay. Shy, is there anything else that you want to leave with our audience today? Any other bits of
Yeah,
wisdom?
I would just say, you guys, I'm here for you. Allison is here for you. If you ever need help, like don't be scared to reach out thinking like, "Oh, she owns this big program or she's this big, dancer, choreographer." Like, we're human.
Yeah.
And this is what I do for a living. Like, I really have a heart to help the next generation. So email me. If you need help, email Allison, like ask us questions. And the number one thing I would leave you with is just try to get prepared any way that you can, whether it's signing up for a program like this or it's doing your research online or talking to people that have done it. That's going to prepare you mentally and help you to just be more calm when you go to audition, when you go to or be on your first job, when you go to talk to a choreographer after the first job. Um, so just, remember those things, look things up, talk to somebody, Try to come up with a plan. That's going to prepare you so that you're not going to be inside your head and you can showcase what you love and your talents without being worried and stressed out and all the nerves. And train.
Yes,
Always continue,
yes.
continue, continue.
Always. Like we still are, right? Like we're still
Yeah.
learning. We're still
Oh,
training. Like you said
still
at the
learning.
beginning, like you need a coach. I need a coach. Life is, ever going, you guys. Like it doesn't stop. Don't
Yeah.
stop
And don't get
learning.
fancy before you're fancy. Okay.
Hey,
Don't get fancy before you're fancy.
but you're right. Like
But
you better
it's
be able
true.
to back it up.
Yeah, this is very true.
Yeah, for sure. All right,
Oh,
you guys. So today, Shai's got a fabulous free gift for you guys. You have a couple options. So there will be a URL code that will connect you to this link, and I will make sure you guys have all this information. You're going to type in the word Ignite because this is for Ignite, yes. And you're going to get a free download. And these downloads include, you get to pick one, how to become a choreographer. She's got amazing tips for that. How to pick up and retain choreography, how to find dance auditions, and how to find a dance agent. So any of those are free for you guys that are on her site. Also, Shai, do you want to talk anymore? I'm so happy to let you do this. Talk any more about Hollywood Dance Intensive.
sure. So, as you guys kind of heard, I own Hollywood Dance Intensive and I created it out of a need to just prepare dancers for the commercial dance industry. So whether you go to New York, Atlanta, LA, Europe, wherever, if you're wanting to dance on camera, if you're wanting to dance behind an artist, you want to be in commercials, music videos, TV shows, film, industrials, any sort of thing they do out of LA and New York. This is the place to come. You're going to get a career path planning with us. We keep it really small so that everybody is known by first name. And we really try to develop each individual artist. So what you get on this is pro classes with very seasoned, well-experienced performers, so not just some young people that have like done one or two things. These are people that have had a full long career and amazing resumes in all different styles of commercial dance. And then you're getting a dance industry seminar. You're getting a dance agent who's going to be there, who you get to like meet with, talk to, do Q&A. She talks about what a dance agency is, why you need one, how to get one. We do photo shoots, which is everybody's favorite. So we get a hair and makeup artist and we do full wardrobe styling, and you get to take photos so that you have headshots to actually submit for jobs and bring with you to auditions. So important. And then we do a mock audition. So we have a whole panel that sits up front and watches you audition for a gig. And then they give you written feedback. You get video playback of it. So, and lots of live feedback too. So, which is so helpful because you never get that at auditions. You just
Never.
want to know why you don't book something or you do book something. And then we also at the very end shoot a music video so that everybody gets that on-camera experience. And then it's just fun. It's memory making. Everybody makes so many friends. But then you really leave HDI feeling like I'm connected to these people. I know these people. They know me. I can continue to reach out. I've been trained where I can either start my career or I can even further my career even more if they're already kind of into it a little bit. So we have them this summer. So we have two in Nashville for preteen age and then a teen adult. And then we go to LA every year and we only take 10 dancers to LA. So it's like sort of a one-on-one, like private tour of LA, which is really cool. And we do all those same things, but for a little bit longer.
Amazing. You guys, if you are interested in that, please head to her website. Remind me what it is.
HollywoodDanceIntensive.com. And you can follow us at Hollywood Dance Intensive.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Well, Shai, thank you so much. This has been extremely, extremely informative. And I know you guys are walking away with some great knowledge. And hopefully you have a notepad that's just full of notes. Again, like Shai said, like reach out, you guys. Like we love doing what we do. And like we love helping you. Like we win if you win, right? Like that's just kind of like that's kind of our MO at this point, right? Like we want to see you succeed. Okay.
Yes,
So,
I want to see all my dancers that come through my program succeed. It's like so
yeah,
fulfilling. I'm your cheerleader. We're your cheerleaders,
we
guys.
are your cheerleaders. Yes. So play like reach out to us. Don't be scared. Like find us on Instagram, find us, on our websites. Like, please, we want to help you. So take advantage. Yeah. Thank you, Shy. This has been
Thank you so much.
amazing.
My
Appreciate it.
pleasure.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.